Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Suchitra Hegde. I am the creator of Dhairyam, a leadership magazine for aspiring women. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do. Welcome to Content Writing course. Many people who are very new to content writing ask me what they should write about. You might also be wondering the same. If you are just starting content writing, then you can pick a topic which you know very well. Some topics can be like, how was your day? What are your hobbies? Who are your friends? How was the weather this year? Why is eco-friendly living necessary? What skills might be needed in the future? Our country, your favorite sport, favorite movie. If you like computer games, you can write about those. Your favorite travel destination, or maybe why we should save or invest money. You can aim to write one A4 size page. If it goes above a page, it's nothing to worry about. But if you write very little, say 5 to 10 lines only, then you might want to think about how you can expand it a bit more. You don't have to worry about grammar, spelling, errors, because this is not an exam. The main idea is to just get one article out on paper. Now you might be the digital kind who will directly type on Google Docs or Microsoft Word, but if you're old-fashioned like me, you would prefer writing with a pen and paper. I personally think that if you are writing for the first time, holding a pen and writing on paper somehow makes it much easier for your thoughts to flow. The main idea is to get your feelings, thoughts, opinions on paper. It is very important that this article should be your own. Please do not quote from books or do not Google about the topic you have chosen. For example, if you have chosen to write about Bangalore, then it's not advisable to just Google and get some facts and statistics such as X is the number of population of the city, this is the language spoken, that is the cuisine, that is the food eaten by people here. But instead you can write about your own opinions, thoughts, feelings. You have to express your ideas on paper. That is very important. We will discuss in future videos about content research and plagiarism. It is advisable not to directly copy content or be inspired by books or online content, but please make sure that this voice comes from you. It's important to find your style of writing and what you have to say about a certain topic. This is the first section of content writing course. In the next section, we will explore about content structure. Previously, you have attempted to write an article, but if you write the whole article and then try to make it into paragraphs or edit it, you will require a much longer time for editing. What makes things better is if you could come up with the content structure before you write even a single word, before you even put pen to paper. Now, whatever your main topic of the article is, you can divide it into 3 subheadings. Why 3? Because we like odd numbers. Including the first paragraph, that is the introduction or the lead-in to your core idea or core what you are trying to express. And finally, you will end it with a conclusion. So including the introduction and conclusion with your 3 subheadings, your article will have a total of 5 paragraphs. Whether it is writing or in photography or other painting and other artistic forms, we like to have odd numbers. So here we are dividing our main topic into 3 subheadings. Let us see some examples of subheadings. Let's say you're writing about pollution or diseases. These can be divided into causes, effects, and remedies, how we will overcome the problem. If you're approaching your topic from critical thinking perspective, it will be what, why, and how. Let's say you're writing about computers or artificial intelligence, AI. Then you might write about how it developed in the past, what is happening in the present, and how you think things might change in the future. If you're writing about a scientific topic, maybe how it is seen in physics, chemistry, and biology. So, as you can see, whatever your topic might be, it can be divided into 3 subheadings. Along with the introduction and conclusion, it will be a total of 5. Sometimes, when my workshop attendees complete these tasks, they just think the subheadings in their mind. That's not enough. You have to specifically write the subheading in those paragraphs. So we will be dividing the main topic, whatever you might have chosen to write about, you will be dividing that into 5 paragraphs, and each subheading will have 1 paragraph each. You must write the subheading in the article. It is not enough for you to just know it in your mind, but it does not come on paper. That is not enough. If you want to know how to craft the perfect headings and subheadings, I have another video coming up for that. Now let's come to the third section of this content writing course. We'll be discussing about article length. An average person speaks about 100 words per minute, and an average sentence has about 10 words in it. So if we calculate 10 lines in a paragraph with 10 words in each sentence, 5 such paragraphs, together there will be 500 words. This is what we have been discussing so far as an A4 size page. Now you might be writing a script for a video such as this. You might be making a YouTube video. You might be preparing for a business pitch which has a time limit. If someone is speaking from your written article, or you might be writing online articles for websites and blogs, you might be writing essays, or you might be preparing your portfolio. This word count is very important in any of these scenarios. You might want to become a content writer professionally or as a freelancer. If you have been given a brief, then you will have to stick to approximately the given word length. If you have been told to write 500 words, you cannot expect your client to accept 300 words, or you cannot make the 500 words into a 1000-word article. In print, there will be space constraints, and in online articles, you will be spending too much of your time for the client's article. So it is very important to be mindful of the article length. Now let's move to the section 4 of this content writing course. It's very important to time yourself when you are writing articles. Of course, if you are given a whole day to write an article, anybody can do that. Anybody can come up with an excellent article if you have been given all the time in the world. But that's not how it works, isn't it? You can read job descriptions of the type of jobs that attract you. You can look for content writing jobs on LinkedIn or Naukri or Internshala. Most content writing jobs require you to provide 5 to 7 articles every day. Most bloggers write a 1000-word article in about an hour. You can speed up the process of writing. For some people, it is easier and a lot faster to just talk out your article. You can record yourself. There are tools like Otter AI which will transcribe your audio or video into text format. You can then edit those into paragraphs, give proper headings and subheadings, and complete the finished article in much lesser time than if you had to write it or type it. If you're looking to learn about content editing and proofreading, I have a separate video coming up on that. Now let's move to the final part of the content writing course. For whatever topic you choose, to develop your content writing muscles, it is important that you practice different forms of writing. Now it may seem like all content writing is same, but there are short form and long form writings. If you are writing an article that is approximately 500 words, it would be a short form article. And if you are writing about 1000 or up to 2000 words, then it would be a long form article. Now professional and freelancing content writers charge according to the length of the article, the time that they will be investing. So it is important that you pick the same topic and write a short form article and a long form article for the same topic. Now this will improve your writing a lot and you will be one step closer to being that expert content writer.